blind woman with a white cane enters JFK Airport.
I'm catching a flight to Lima.
So you want to have somebody come escort you?
No, I'm gonna try to do it on my own. I think I have a little bit of time.
This is Mona Minkara, a blind traveler.
In my day job, I'm a professor of bioengineering, so I'm a scientist.
Flipping in zero gravity.
And I've been blind since I was a kid. And I think a lot of times people think blind people should be protected, safe at home. And it's really important for blind people to have freedom of doing what they want to do just like anybody else. So
Totally agree.
It's almost like you're emancipating yourself.
that's exactly what I'm doing.
It makes sense in a way, but it's impossible.
Is it though?
Mona on a train scanning for cues.
I don't know what my next step is going to be, so I just walked and listened for cues.
Listening.
So it's kind of exciting and exhilarating.
She walks into a restricted area.
Yes. Which way?
In Sweden.
Got off at Gamlistan.
Alleyway.
It's dark. It's nighttime. It's past 1 a.m. I don't even know.
Mona pulls on double doors.
I went to a government building. I tried the door. I triggered an alarm. 4 guys with big guns came apparently. Is this the Hyatt Hotel?
No, it's called the Tessinska palatset.
AKA Tessin Palace, residence of the governor of Stockholm County.
This is too much. But I will not give up at this point. And I got a blister. So what is the cost of independence?
Mona's blistered hand.
A blister. I'll take it any day.
A town in the Andes Mountains.
So it seems like everybody knows around here that blind people live here.
A blind man points to his eyes.
I came here to talk to them because they are my people, right? They're like me.
Making new friends.
And if you operate that there's value in everyone having access,
Dancing.
then the society you build is
Crosswalk.
one that's gonna progress.
Following tour guide.
Again, like I said, it doesn't mean that I don't want the help sometimes. No, I think the systems to help people is
Brave.
on point. But it's just the fact that society just operates on the default
In airport bus.
that I can't do it. No, let me try.
Mona looks ahead.
So let's see.
She ziplines down Flam Valley, Cusco, Peruvian dance, Norway, Machu Picchu, the Gibraltar Strait, train, fjords, the Andes outskirts, Marrakesh, diving in the Philippines, the deserts of Agadir, train.
My dream is coming true!
Planes, Trains, and Canes with Dr. Mona Minkara, blind traveler. Planes, Trains, and Canes promotes responsible diving and does not support touching corals or marine wildlife. Our team consults experts to ensure no harm to animals. Please respect marine ecosystems and please refrain from touching or disturbing wildlife.
Every single time I tell somebody I'm gonna go diving, what's their reaction? Why would you do that to yourself? When I'm gonna be underwater, I'm gonna feel completely isolated. I could hate it. I don't know. I might panic.
Training in the pool. On the docks about to dive.
But I could love it too.
Turtle. Fish. Corals. She lies back on the surface of the ocean. She scans the training pool, then throws away her cane. Planes, Trains, and Canes. Access the unknown.
Let's begin at the beginning.
Mona steps into the boat.
I got it. Can I first shoot around?
All right.
I was thinking to myself, one thing that I should try is diving. Knowing that if I go underwater, my sense of deducing my surroundings, all of that would be gone.
So we contacted Arnel Sevilla, a dive instructor with 23 years of experience. He stands on the bow of the banca as they approach the docks of Portulano.
We went to Portulano, which was an amazing place. Being at this resort that was built into the cliffside, it was really, you're immersed in nature.
Briefing room.
I told Arnel, when I'm gonna be underwater, I won't even know if somebody's 1 inch away from me. So we need to make sure our language, our underwater language, is clear to me. Because if we do this right, it could be a universal language for anybody who's blind and is trying to dive with somebody. So I told Arnel, let's come up with certain signs. First, teach me what the regular signs are, and then we can see how we can modify them.
Arnel signs into Mona's palm. He flickers his thumb on a closed fist.
This is inflate,
Okay.
and this is deflate.
He triggers his pointer finger.
Okay.
This is okay sign.
He signs okay, and Mona follows.
Okay.
Yep.
I can tell you, I'm okay.
This is problem.
An open palm
Yeah.
twisting back and forth.
Okay, so if I go like this,
It means
Problem. he treated me like an equal, right? He wasn't like patronizing at all, or like being like, oh, because you're blind, you can't do this. He was like, no, let's figure out how to do this. That's the kind of person I like hanging out with. So I really appreciated him as a teacher because it was about what are the solutions, not what you shouldn't do.
They gear up and head to the pool. Mona tosses her cane to the side.
Fully inflate.
He pulls on Mona's
Yes.
thumb. She receives the signal and presses the button to inflate her vest.
So I want you to lie on your back and relax.
She floats on her back with the sunset behind her. She goes under to try breathing underwater.
And it was shocking, the sensory almost deprivation in the swimming pool. But then I got used to it. And I remember doing those things initially, like slightly panicked, but then like practicing them so much, I felt confident in them.
Arnell tactile signs a thumbs up, which means let's ascend.
How was that?
Good. Are you sure this is your first time?
Yeah. I've never done this.
You're so relaxed.
You told me to relax, I relaxed.
Very good. That's very good. You're doing great. If someone here accidentally kicked your regulator out or it got entangled in the corals, basically your regulator will be at the back.
He tosses Mona's regulator away.
You have to lean to your right, reach for the tank,
He guides Mona's hand to the tank.
and then sweep up.
She sweeps her arm out to the side and catches the regulator in her hand.
All right, let's kneel down and do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's say I lost my source of air. I mean, think about it. I can't see where it is. Like, I have to be able to find it and put it back in calmly without panicking.
Underwater, she tosses her regulator in a cloud of bubbles. Rapidly sweeping her arm up, she misses her regulator. She panics and rushes to the surface. It's a challenge to find your regulator while holding your breath. It's a nightmare to try and search for it in complete darkness. Trusting the training is Mona's only option in an emergency situation.
Okay, I have to be calm about it.
Again, Mona dives down, determined to get this right. Step 1, she throws her regulator. Step 2, hand goes to the body, then touch the tank. Step 3, she sweeps her arm, then catches her regulator. She presses the button to purge the water from her regulator, then breathes through it. She tries again without Arnell prompting her. She tosses her regulator, uses the sweep method, then catches her regulator, purging the water from it and breathing through it. Arnell tactile signals okay. She replies, okay. He tactile signals thumbs up. Let's ascend.
Good. All right.
Twice in a row!
Nice.
I did it 2 in a row! Did you see that? I'm like, haha! You can yank it out of my mouth twice. You're like, no, don't panic. I can feel it.
Well, you're good because you did not. You're about to go up and you stopped.
Yes!
I'm happy with that.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
Can I do it one more time?
One more time.
Of course.
Yeah. I remember like finishing the training towards the end of the day, and it was like sunset, and it was just like kind of exhilarating and exciting and a little bit like anticipation for like what the next day holds. Like the pool is one thing, the ocean is vast and it's limitless. So I didn't know how I would feel in such an environment.
A golden sunset over the dark ocean.
We woke up early the next day because we had to catch like the tide and the right time. And I was like excited and anxious and all of those things.
At the breakfast table, Mona and the team review hand signals.
We had also like communicated like different hand signs for the different people because I might not even know who's gonna be like touching my hand, you know? If somebody's next to me, I'm gonna wanna know who. And my gesture for what's happening is gonna be like,
She flips her palms open.
What? What?
exactly. So I remember putting on all the gear and realizing how heavy it is to carry this oxygen tank.
Mona climbs out of the pool with all of her diving gear.
We went to this very narrow concrete dock, and I have to just tell you, it's actually very nerve-wracking as a blind person, even with my cane walking on that dock. So like every footstep, I had to be very careful.
She positions herself at the edge of the dock.
Backwards a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, that's enough. All right, so now you wear your mask.
She puts on her mask and adjusts her hijab.
Sorry guys, I need a minute to center myself.
Okay,
And then And regulator on.
Mona focuses and holds the regulator close to her chest.
Regulator on. Remember how to hold it with your right hand and then strap at the back.
It was my turn, and I rolled back, completely trusting the process.
She trust falls into the ocean. She lies on her back and signals okay. They swim out into the reef and prepare to descend.
And I went under. And of course I couldn't see anything, but I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't smell anything. I couldn't decipher if somebody was next to me or not.
Mona signals, talk to me, talk to me.
I panicked.
Mona signals, talk to me, problem, ascend, as the screen fades to black.
And Arnell, he signaled into my palm. I still was like confused, like who was it? Who was it? And then he put my hand on his watch and I just knew that was Arnell. That was the dive master. And then I remember telling myself, okay, Mona, you have this phenomenal experience to enter another world. I have to believe there's more to exploration than sight. And I said, just calm down. And I remember the second I calmed down, I heard crackling noises. And Arnell had told me that was the sound of the coral reefs. And when I heard that, I felt like I was being hugged by the ocean. I'll never forget that moment. And Arnell had told me that not many beginner divers calm down enough to be able to hear the crackling of the coral reefs. And then Arnell guided me, and I felt like I was on this adventure, and I actually teared up from joy.
He tactile signals okay. Mona responds, okay. Her hands shake in excitement. She touches the anemone with the back of her hand.
And I was just amazed at this world that I entered, even though I couldn't see it.
A hawksbill sea turtle dives toward the reef. It glides in front of Mona and Arnell.
And I felt like in a flash, it was over. And we went up. I loved it. Even though I couldn't see it, but I loved it. It was just like this other world.
The sea turtle rests among a symphony of fish.
Ted, did you manage to get good photos of me?
Nemo would pop in and out of the anemone.
No way! No way!
I got you and the turtle.
What?
You,
So cool!
I got you and the
That's
turtle.
so cool! I'm so excited right now.
Why are you
Let's
doing
go
this?
back.
Let's go back.
Why are you doing this to the anemone? Nemo was there.
And I couldn't believe the experience that I had.
Mona sitting by the pool with her feet in the water.
I'm touching coral. And there's slime. And I got the slime on my hand. I was like, what is this? And I was like, wow. I don't know, it's just like, I felt like I was in a different world. I felt so privileged. Yeah. And then I felt sorry that I kept on touching them. Sorry.
On the boat, Mona and the gang head out to their next dive. She trust falls into another adventure.
I mean, what a privilege to have access to this world. What a privilege to be able to feel these different corals. I mean, how many people get that chance? And I'm one of them.
She is swarmed by a school of fish.
Like, people always ask, like, what's the point of traveling when you can't see? What's the point of diving when you can't see? What's the point of being curious? Is my response.
Coach
Co-directors, Mona Minkara, Benjamin Jimenez. Writer, Benjamin Jimenez. Executive producer, Mona Minkara. Featuring host, Mona Minkara. Dive instructor, Arnel Sevilla. Director of photography, Natalie Guse. Videographers, Natalie Guse, Benjamin Jimenez. Editor, Benjamin Jimenez. Music supervisor, Benjamin Jimenez. Production manager, Mona Minkara. Assistant director, Natalie Guse. Sound, Natalie Guse, Yusuke Kitamura. Underwater videography, Natalie Guse, Benjamin Jimenez. Drone operator, Wilson J. Perez. Title design, Elizabeth Janney. Impact producer, Megan Shea. Music, Asturias, Leanda. Andres Segovia. Composed by Isaac Albanese. Waves and Pulses by Everett Garrett Ziegelkink. Isolation by Linus Johnson. Deep Blue by Yezical Raz. Theory of Aviation, Tom Mayra Armani. Rain by Adrian Beringer. Audio post, Benjamin Jimenez. Polo sound recordings, Mary Shodipo. Colorist, Benjamin Jimenez. Film advisory board, David Brown, Brian Bashan, Thomas Reed. Brand manager, Prithvi Raj Macha. Web developer, Sarah Altair. Location manager, Natalie Guse. Funding made possible by the Massachusetts Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Special thanks to Vinfen, Portulano, Andy Rapista, Menace family, Benito Albon, Isa Ipat, Carmela Sevilla, Hazem Abu Hosh, Elizabeth Janney, Gabby Padilla. No animals were harmed in the making of this video.